I don't know how many people come on or not as far as our other guys, but we'll go ahead and get started here. And I'll do a quick background for those of you out there listening in La La Land. um, so, Brian and I have known each other for 20 years at least. We're both in the internet space at the beginning of the internet space. I used to have my 100 mile per hour marketing CRM, and Brian ran Zerpel, and we connected that way, and we've been friends ever since. Besides me, he's not very cool, but besides me, he's one of the top internet conversion guys that I know in the business, and we've shared ideas over the years. Um, I mean, like I said, definitely not as cool as I am because that's pretty hard to find, but Brian did a demo of Lofty for me the other day, and I thought it was that good that I wanted to get Brian on here and do a demo for you guys. Because we have three choices for the CRMs. We all know what Bold Trail is. We've been using that for years with KV Core, now Bold Trail. We also can do Lofty, which Brian will talk a little about that. Not Lofty, I mean, but Close. But so far, and I don't put stuff on our page lightly. You guys all know that. This is probably the best CRM system I've ever seen.
Thanks, Mitch. That's great words. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So, Brian, go ahead and take it over. Make sure you can share your screen. You should be able to, but double check.
Yeah, let's just get that going, and then I'll do a little bit of an intro and some stuff and where we're at and my background with EXP. And a lot of people in this room, and Cameron, and you guys all know me. I mean, a lot of people in your group are my friends and colleagues that I've been working with for many years. Some of them up to 20 years. Mitch, we go back 15. Oh, I mean, long time, long time, right? So, real quick, let me share my screen here.
And just so you know, Brian's going to talk for about a half hour or so, and then we're going to open it up to Q&A. So this may not be a full hour class today, but I want to make sure you guys have the opportunity to ask any questions you had at the end here.
So you should be able to see my screen now.
Yep.
All right. So Cameron, you can be my guinea pig, or Mitch. I know you've done this, but this is start off. Hi, everybody, family, friends, colleagues, and agents that are out there in the world in front of us. My name is Brian Hoylman. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer, for Lofty. My background in the space, I've been in here since C57 days in San Diego many years ago. And then helped, as Mitch said, with Zerpel back in the day, how we met. But more importantly, signed EXP up to the original platform conversion. And I've been working with EXP going back to Glenn when they had 400 agents and doing the first vendor conference in Vegas. Hi, Mitch. Hey, Matt. Nice. How's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah.
And then, so, as that transitioned to KV Core, I exited. I took some time off. I came back. We rebranded Chime to Lofty. Lofty came out with a much more dynamic, full AI powered, really nice system. I had the pleasure of showcasing that to EXP leadership and getting into the CRM of choice and making Lofty one of the options. This has been very exciting. We have over close to five, probably going to be 6,000 EXP agents that have chosen Lofty as their CRM of choice. It's catching fire. And but I also want Mitch, to start off, I want to just align for everybody on your call kind of what this means. Everybody's kind of confused on CRM choice, what it all means, and there's a little misconception out there. So do you mind if I just kind of share that a little bit with everybody here?
Yeah, go for it.
Go there. Before we get in the product, understand that this is a new thing for EXP's launching. I'm at a conference here in Washington, D.C. with all the top CEOs and brokers and stuff right now. And I can tell you it's already making waves because now people are trying to pivot out in the world to catch up again to EXP because no one wants to be forced to use something they don't want to use in real estate. That's bottom line. And so the idea, and it's already catching on, and you're going to see you're growing now. Agents have, all of a sudden it's like, boom, we have something better and a better option available. And it's hitting the waves. I'm letting you know it's talked about at this conference and it's being talked about. So what this means really is this. You have a tech stack, you charge for that tech stack, and you can choose between now and the end of the month. And you can always make a choice later to decide to leave, but it is a 1 year, commitment that you're committing, not with me, but with EXP, that we don't want them jumping around like candy, right, Mitch? Yeah, go back and then go back and forth. It's disruptive. It's hard on 1,000 agents. But ultimately, you have the choice of us, Bold Trails, and Close. You're making your choice. You're not paying for it. It's part of your thing. So you have to choose something. I talked to Matt. Hey, Matt. Me and Matt go way back. Matt, nice to see you here. I talked to him in San Diego. And you may not even want to use Lofty on this call, Mitch. And that's not what this is about. I want everybody to know what I'm going to be talking about is not all in, Cam. You have to do Lofty and it's only Lofty. There's a difference between us and really everybody else that's in the CRM of choice. And I want to share that with you right now, but you should be choosing something and there's no bad choice. Second thing we're going to cover is change management. Everybody's freaked out. Like if I do in choosing, I'm on Bold Trails, Mitch, how do I get off of Bold Trails? If I have not chosen, there's 50,000 EXP agents that are no longer using or don't use the current tech stack. So of course there's 50,000 agents that are using something else, the FUB, some other tech stack. So I want all you guys to know that even if you're using another CRM or even if you're using another product, you still should choose something. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, why Lofty is the best choice when I talk to Mitch. And here's the big aha moment. You can be on Bold Trails, great system. I lived there for a long time. I love the organization. I love KV Core. It's great. It's a great option for you, but it is in a box. Whereas Lofty, you may have FUB and we integrate with FUB. So for all the people in this audience that are on Flex and FUB, if you're going to choose a CRM, choose something that can enhance something outside of this ecosystem. Does that make sense, Mitch? Choose the one that has tools
just so
that are...
people know, Brian, for those that don't know, FUB is follow-up boss. Some people may not know what that means.
Follow-up boss. Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
It's follow-up boss. We are also, there's a lot of people in the luxury group and people on this call. All of you might have luxury presence and you love your website. Guess what? We integrate with them as well. And we can have lead gen that can take to tap into that. We can create websites for FUB that are full optimized SEO sites through your CRM of choice through Lofty. So everybody on this call, if your reason why you want to choose something, and if you chose Close, we are going to be able to integrate, and we will integrate with Close. So you can add Lofty to your Close to do the lead gen and things that they don't have. We can combine. We're integrating with Canva. So I want you all to understand is that we're not all in, hey, just have to use Lofty as what I'm showing you today. There are pieces of Lofty that work on non-Lofty systems. So if you're going to choose something that works with everybody. And that's my message as we go through this, is that's the choice that I'm trying to promote to everybody here. Okay, is so if Matt, you don't want to use Lofty for your CRM and you don't care, Matt can click a button and do automatic listing posts with us and drive leads to his business and send seller reports automatically to sellers. So he might want to do that. Matt might love that component, but he might have something else. Or, Matt, I'm just using Matt as a guinea pig because Matt's one of my favorite people in the world and we've known each other for a long time. And so, so that being said, the second thing is if you want a website and you have a CRM, we have an integrated website you can plug into other CRMs that are out there. So I want you guys all to know the point of this is that we have a lot of tools and those tools are not just only Lofty tools. Cool? All right. So let's go on Lofty. So Lofty as a CRM of choice is a full website for your business and that's a subdomain. So there's 3 choices within Lofty. As you can see here, I will pull up Swift and Company. This is the early adopter of our Lofty. And by the way, for Mitch, for your group, anybody that has a team, our CRM of choice, when you're a team leader and everybody that's a team out there, you choose your CRM of choice. You can designate yourself as a team and it automatically creates the Lofty system as a team of option for you to run your team. So you can add agents that are CRM of choice. You can also put them into your system as they choose us. They can run a team. You can do team routing, lead routing. It's Boomtown on steroids. It's through the system, and you can fully do a full custom SEO optimized website for what other people might charge $3,000. You can get for $99 for a team version of our.
Did we lose him or did I get disconnected?
No, he's frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Brian.
The ice caps have finally came over and took over.
Right. It's that convention Wi-Fi is on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So was he just saying that you get a website for $99 a month, maybe for a
So
team.
my understanding of the team, you're talking about a team site.
Yeah,
That's for a
So versus
team.
yeah, they'll come back in. Versus $3.99. Oh, there he is.
Hey, does it mean that froze or you guys? Because I was
No,
still
no,
talking and
no,
everybody else
No,
froze.
you froze. We're still here smiling at you and laughing at you.
That's funny. And I'm talking that it happens on these Zoom things here. So let's go back. So if you caught my drift, I'm back into Lofty. You guys should be able to see Swift and Company. So when we do a site for you, Mitch, the agents, you have your domain, you have a site just like Bold Trails or anything else. You can migrate whatever website domain you want onto the Lofty subdomain to a point, or you can do a vanity domain for $10. It's an add-on because there's hosting fees associated. That's the only cost above and beyond. Or you can do a full custom SEO site. So Matt, like if SEO and hyperlocalism is really important for you, Swift and Company here. This is Leo put me in touch with them. They're a team. They were on Bold Trails. They've been on other websites trying to optimize for SEO and AEO. Mitch, I know we're going to talk about AEO, answer engine optimization for lead gen. This group another time, but making sure that when you choose somebody searches ChatGPT, your content can show up and drive more people to your business. Lofty offers a whole SEO program, and so we offer a full web journey that allows anybody in your group to take it to steroids. Swift and Company, their SEO went up 700% in the first 2 months without having to pay thousands of dollars for SEO. Just want to make sure everybody knows that, Mitch, because there's a little bit of an obsession within a lot of the groups of, I have this pretty website, but within Lofty, you can do luxury templates. You have be over 200 to choose from that you can customize with the click of a button. And we have customization services for agents that want to customize for fractions of the cost under the CRM of choice option. Okay. So you have a full web portal option, mobile app option. So you're not taking a step backwards, but we also can power through FUB or Follow Up Boss, all of these. So if you choose Lofty as a choice and you want to use our full website feature set, you can do that and you don't have to use our CRM. So that, again, there's lots of options available why we're the choice website. And Mitch, you want me to pause here because there's always questions around the website. I can answer any questions around this. It is a dynamic IDX infused website with a full consumer app. So this is a Zillow type portal ecosystem that can be customized and as SEO engine that is fully AI powered. So literally it's SEO made simple. Tracking, backlinks.
Yeah. If anybody has questions as we're going through this, just post them in the chat. And then, Brian, I'll stop you as we need to. Is the cost of the website $99 a month? Someone just asked that.
Yeah, so you win a CRM of choice, just like anything else. It's the CRM component, and you have what's called a subdomain. A subdomain is exp dot. All of you have been through this with brokers in the past. It's that way when you did exp with KV Core, right? It's mitch.com exp. We have a subdomain that's a full instance of a Lofty website, full mobile app, but we have to also capture your main domain if you want to point it, move it, or go above and beyond that for a full custom SEO option. Those are your options. And so some of those options require cost on our side. And we, to make this very affordable, Lofty itself, and Mitch, you know this, Matt, I know you bought things from me in the past and everybody, other people on this call. Lofty's $299 a month. So if Mitch came to me and said, Brian, I really want my own Lofty system, that's what it costs. That's what it normally costs. EXP is subsidizing through our partnership and subscription your ability to have a full Lofty system under the CRM of choice and the ability to do that within your tech stack offer. Okay.
But question for that. So the site that we can get with EXP is free, but if we want to upgrade to our own site, it's $99 a month.
It's a subdomain. It's a subdomain. If you want to take another level up to be more SEO and fully optimized, which a lot of hosting costs and things that cost for us to and power AI to do that, there's costs associated with that. That normally would be like $300, $400 a month through if you bought it direct, you're able to do that through upgrade. But you can also run a website if that's not interesting. If that's not what you want to do and you want a website, you're good to go at the CRM of choice included in your tech stack.
Okay. So, and then another question we have here is this good for Canadians also?
Yeah, we have the full Canada. We also have French Canadian language. We're doing that special program for EXP of our CRM that we can do. So anybody that's in Quebec and has French Canadian and they want a whole system in French Canadian, we're building out a full. We support 7 languages, but they're not the Babelfish stuff. It's real stuff, and so we have a translator and some other programs available to agents. We're a very, very tech forward thinking company. We have it simple where agents can just adopt, as you know, Mitch, as I go through this, the simple button. But those agents that really want to go to a full custom, full optimize, they love the play and they want to be like the Salesforce. We got all the toys, but then that gets overwhelming. The agents need to learn something they don't need. So the average agent, this is the simplest, easiest revenue generating tool available. But at the same time, we have very flexibility to go beyond what other vendors are doing.
Okay, so just questions. I just want to make sure we're clear for everybody because I know people, I get confused easy. I know everybody else does. That's why I look like this at 27. So with EXP, you get for the $85, part of our CRM of choice, you get a website, you get CRM that does a bunch of stuff, which we'll talk about. If you want to upgrade to a better site, it's $99.
Yes.
So and then if you want a team site, how much is the team site?
No, the team site's $99, the agent's $49.
Okay, so it's $49 for a regular person, then $99 for a team.
Yeah, you're not going to beat that price. You're not. I got agents, and I love my competitors out there. Some of the people in your group are spending thousands of dollars on a customized website. I have Cameron's raising his hand, and I'm kind of going, all right. So
it's
Cameron,
Dave, but he's not really Cameron. He just likes to pretend he's Cam.
All right. But you can come right into your Lofty CRM of choice, upgrade to your 49, and you have a full custom HTML editor, WordPress, fully easy to use. And if you, David, you can come into here and it'll optimize all your SEO. It'll tell you what keywords and what you need to do, what will rank you better, and it's full AI driven. I mean, literally all your
reporting. Brian, for the sake of this call, let's go with what they get for their $85.
Okay.
So cause I want them to understand what they get for the $85 instead of having to pay the upgrades and all that stuff. So let's keep it to that.
They want to know because they're there and it comes up in their report. So I just want to cover that portion on the website. Other than that, we're fine. All right. So 85, you get a subdomain, which is your website. You come into this and your template, your website has a search, has the sell page, has the ability to blog, has your subdomain, and it's a full Lofty instance website. You can change a couple of your widgets that are in there, but it's the template that is the standard template. We call it a hero template. It's the standard template that matches the corporate hierarchy site that EXP runs off of. Okay. It comes with a chat and an AI, which is called AI Copilot. It's built into the system. So you have on the front end, as you see on the bottom here on the right, you have a full AI system that's engaging your leads, talking to your leads, helping them search, doing those. It's all built in. You don't pay extra for that. It's all part of our system. Okay, Mitch? If someone were to call you through the system, it automatically rings your phone, connects in. It's a full Lofty website, full Lofty system. It's not watered down. It just limits the ability for agents to go full custom and do all that stuff. Okay. And it is a full mobile app. So Mitch, your agents in your group, they CRM of choice to get a website. They can send an app to all their friends and family, download my app and search through me. And it creates that portal experience. Very comparable to
another quick question. Can I have a luxury website and a regular EXP site?
Yeah, so you can have your subdomain and then you can add additional websites and you can actually upgrade to that. So the reality of it is that we have options and maybe we have more options than other companies. And once you get your CRM of choice, you can explore all those options you have. That's the best way to look at it, Mitch. And those options are subsidized cost because you're starting at a freemium version versus starting at $299 a month. So, okay. All right, let's jump into the dashboard. So this is what I call your operating system. So when you come into here, your new needs, opportunities, AI is sitting on top of this, and AI is pulling in and helping build out these opportunities, whether you're doing it or not. Obviously, Mitch, as an agent or people in here, if you had an opportunity or you schedule a task, it's going to show up here. But the system's also creating things you to do based on behavior and what the leads are doing in the system and how the system is watching your leads. So up at the top here, when you log in as a CRM of choice, there's going to be 4 or 5 things that you do. And I just want to cover this really quick. There's a quick start here. And when you log into here on the question mark, there's a whole process. Like I said, we've done this 5,000 times, Mitch, already. It's pretty simple. You can move your leads over, so I'll cover that in a second. But when you get good training over here, right here, it says admin. You can do recommended, all trainings recommended. It's Kickstart Your CRM, which is help move your leads in. We have an import. And when you export from, and this gets up every time I do these, Mitch, it comes with a question. How do I get my leads over? What do I do with my database? So in your quick start, and when you sign up for CRM of choice, you can point your domain. And then you also, the thing is, how do I get my leads in? You export your leads from any service, Follow Up Boss, Bold Trails, it doesn't matter. They all come out the same: name, email, phone number, bedroom, bath, price. That's the saved search, whatever was in their file. You import them in and it kicks off that search automatically. It imports the lead for you. You can do that. And we have a team that helps do that as well. Okay. It's a very simple
And you recommend,
process.
Brian, do you recommend when they do that, that they send out an email to their database letting them know they're switching systems?
Not the way that, if we're coaching right now and I'm coaching your group and you want me to do another coaching session on this, what I recommend is they have their clients, like they identify who those are, right? People they're working with once they import them. And then they import their leads. And when you export them, it's going to go most recent lead in the system down to haven't been on the system for a while. I like to cut that in 6 months off. So that's a little trick, guys, for everybody listening, best practices. And anybody that's active in the last 6 months, we're gonna automatically kick off those listing alerts. Anybody that hasn't been on your system in 6 months, there's a little training in here called Lead CPR. And yes, you want to reach out to them, but you're not going to do 10,000 at one time. You know, and I know that in the reputation management cause you spam. But the answer to that question, Mitch, is yes, we want to engage with the high active and Spear right away. And then on our database, we want to mass email, mass text, and do things strategically. And our system has all those bells and whistles and has all the training for that.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So again, getting your leads in, not a problem. We have a process for it. It's working. We do it all the time. You can move Bold Trails in. It's a name, email. It's a spreadsheet. If you have problems with it, we have a support staff to do it. And we have trainings every single day on everything you can imagine. We have an entire training program. So if you want to know, like, for example, all trainings, it breaks it down. These are live, by the way, and Q&As. Okay, so this is not just like a video you watch and you don't get any questions. So, but what you're going to see is Kickstart, CRM Unlocked, Lead Gen, Secrets to Success. One of the things that I have is Make Money with Lofty. All these different cool trainings, Mitch, that we talked about over the years, those are part of in the back here to help agents when they want to learn how to do something. Okay?
Yep.
Of course, you have your AI asking questions that directs you as well. So don't get scared. I guess the best thing I'll tell agents to do on this call, that when they do CRM of choice, as soon as they optimize their system and get up and get this choice, I like to enter themselves in as a lead so they can email themselves, text themselves, call themselves, put themselves on a drip, put themselves on a property alert. And it makes it so simple. Our system's so simple to use that it's like, oh, that was simple. I don't need to be afraid. Now I can move my leads in. I know what I need to do. If it's easy for you to email yourself, it's easy for you to use the system. It's easy for you to move your leads in. Okay. All right. So let's go into the CRM functionality really quick. So as you come in, all your leads are here. One of the things I just care about is I don't want to sit here and I want to automate my processes. We have drip campaigns. We have hashtags. So your pipeline is automatically pulled through the system. It uses AI to kind of follow a pipeline through. That's not customizable. Up here, all your tags, your labels, Mitch, your segments, or how you want to customize your contact lists that you want to do, like any other option that's out there. We mirror Follow Up Boss a lot. We feel that if we want to simplify this, it's one thing I can tell you for everybody listening on the CRM of choice thing. I can tell you one thing in common is many agents, and Mitch will tell you this, find our system very easy to use compared to maybe the main competitor that you guys have used to using. Bold Trails and KV Core has always been very complicated. Lofty has a lot more simplicity for agents to use, and that's been a common thread. You know, we all have our issues as companies, and we can go into that another time. But Mitch, one thing I will tell you is simplicity is definitely a lot easier for agents to adopt our system, and I know that I can speak to that with authority and tell you I find that to be refreshing. Okay. When I come into here, you have your lead, and I would say right here, this is the most important thing through AI. The system is scoring your leads through different types of data points and pulling in content and ranking your leads based on how the AI is measuring those leads, and it's learning every day. So this AI doesn't learn, it's learning how leads interact through search, and it's learning how leads across the country are constantly changing how and engaging, and we're looking for patterns, and when they're bubbling up those lead scores based on those patterns. So again, this is automated. Obviously, everybody here's got a CRM. I'll just highlight a couple things. Click the call, tracks your call, it records it, and it pulls in the content of that call into the system automatically. Okay. If you text, just like anything else, Mitch, it's a smart number called Twilio. Just like Bold Trails, we all use, you get a shared number. And if agents do want to own their own number and control that number and their privacy for themselves, they can buy their own number, just like Bold Trails, just like us, and use that number. Okay? You have that option. I would encourage all the top agents on this call, everybody from Matt, to own your own smart number. No matter where you go, no matter what platform, Follow Up Boss, our platform, Bold Trails, Close, your platform, your website you do with us, Mitch, your ecosystem can go with you. So Lofty is private to your people. The EXP has no access to your leads. Okay? If you're a team leader and you bring leads down, those leads are owned by the team leader. If your agents bring in their personal leads, the leads can stay private. Agents, your data is your most secure, most important thing. Matt has thousands and thousands of leads over the years. I know this for a fact. And I know, Matt, probably speaking for you, I hope, and you can shake your head, yes, you want that data protected and you want that data to be owned by you forever. That is your single biggest asset. So we protect that data. It's your data in our system. And if you leave, you get to take the Lofty system with it. Wherever you go, you don't have to give up. You don't have to start your business over. That's one thing, private, portable, and personal. Okay. So all your text, all your emails, this can be your living organism forever, your control center. And Mitch, everybody wants an operating system. Stop jumping around. We want you to be home base forever. That's my goal, is to create a lifetime value for you and your business. So how do we do that? Making sure all your calls are tracked, all your texts are tracked, all your listing alerts or history are here. Making sure that the system is identifying properties that should be sent to this lead and doing that for you on the behalf of AI and everything. So basically, it mans your database and watches your leads. So when you're asleep at the wheel, the car is still working your leads in a way that's productive. And I know, Mitch, you believe in that wholeheartedly. This is something that we are very, very passionate about. And Lofty is at the forefront of doing that and staying ahead of the curve. Okay? So you have all your lead information here. All your listing alerts are here. You man your life cycle, and all your people stay here, and you can control how you engage them. Any questions about this? Privacy, personal database, anything popping up?
So I just want to confirm, if you decide to leave EXP for some reason, which none of you will ever leave, but or I'll come to your house and hunt you down. They can literally call you up and say, "Hey, we're leaving EXP. I want my database and Lofty to go with me."
Yeah, they can. They don't even they can take Lofty, the CRM. They could just go boop, and all they're doing is if they go to a broker that is got a subscription with us, boop. If they want to have their own system and stay, they get a discount. They exit, and now they have Lofty. And if their website
so just so you understand, for a lot of you people out there that may not understand this, so when I had my brokerage and I had my custom CRM and all this stuff that I spent $500,000 building, you left, you lost.
When you leave Compass, you lose.
We would give you a spreadsheet of your personal leads, and that was it. No saved searches, no nothing. You're on your own. So just so you know, the fact that you can take, and by the way, it's an EXP policy, by the way, not a Lofty policy, it's an EXP policy. It's a great thing about this company. You leave, you get your stuff. They don't hold your stuff hostage. So just want to throw that out there.
I'll tell everybody on this call, I will emphatically tell you that as soon as I got into this space, and even where Mitch is saying, I remember, because we talked back then, and I've talked to Matt on other platforms, and he was with me with conversion, and this was a topic back in the day with Dennis and everybody on this call. What happens to my leads if I leave? The other competitors out there, they got 10 million leads in their database they didn't procure. You procured your leads. You should own those leads. That's the bottom line. And as TPCA comes out with permission to contact leads and all the things are happening in your AI bot communicating through the leads, you want to have home base. And I promise you, nobody here builds their own platforms and is going to build something better or something that's competitive or something down the road that they should do. And it truly is a private system. And we are emphatic about that. That was something that my competitor does too, by the way. So Bold Trails has a similar feature option, and that's really, and I think Close does now too, but that's really it. I mean, you go to work for, say, a Compass, what happens to your leads when you leave? They may give you the database, they may give you your CSV file, but I can promise you those leads probably stay in that database and then are nurtured for future. So let's make sure your agents know that they put their leads in and it marks them private automatically. So it's important because that's a huge recruiting and a huge agent attraction program. Also, Mitch, if you have other agents like are at LPT that want to come to EXP, they don't have to give up. They're just transferring over. That's a huge attraction to understand and be able to talk about that for your attraction programs. Okay? That's a huge value. So I want to make sure everybody here knows why I'm emphasizing this so emphatically. Okay? All right. So you have your CRM. Quickly on the marketing and advertising. So we have a CRM, and Mitch, I always say I got my leads in. So Mitch, if I pulled your leads in, or in your case, Matt or David, if you pulled 5,000 leads into the system, I'm going to say, great, you're going to use your people tab and you're going to use your AI marketing drip campaign and system. And one thing we have is a really easy use smart plans that are customizable. You have access to them. It's very fun. It's very easy. We have New Year's. We have a very easy to use way to create campaigns. Most agents struggle with this. It's simple, but there's already campaigns built. Cool. So you can always adopt what we have. But one thing I will tell you is your campaigns need to be multi-communicated. So all forms. So let me kind of really quickly show this because I know, Mitch, you had some questions. But you can do triggers that are if then and get complicated. If they do this, or my lead is created, it's new. If I have a lead assignment change, if you're a team, you can kick off different funnels that kick off automatically. So some of our highly skilled, David, people like Adam Gillespie, he never logs into a CRM anymore. Everything is automated based on when he changes the status, he never has to touch it. If a lead comes in from Zillow, it's kicked off automatically. So again, you guys can optimize your entire business and be really, really hands-on with this, or it's automated in a way that you don't have to be. One of the things I would say is you can email your leads, you can call your leads, you can send newsletters, you can zap any leads from any third party into the system, Mitch, like if Zillow, Realtor.com, it doesn't matter. You can change your pipelines, you can automate your AI to take an action. You can do postcards. That's just really cool. Some of my sphere and people like Matt, or if you have a bunch of addresses and you want to automate a campaign that sends content like postcards, you can put that into a campaign and send physical postcards automatically. So texting, so every form of communication, leading video. So we have a very robust offering of how to communicate through the system automatically with your drip campaigns. I'm not a big fan. I like automated follow-up and behavioral based, but through listing alerts. I just want everybody here to know we have everything you need. Any questions here before I move on to marketing and the fun lead gen stuff?
I do have a question on this part because this is something that we do a lot of. Do you have recommendations for someone that can jump in here and build out the automations for teams? Because to be honest,
Yes.
That's where everyone gets stuck.
Yeah, so everything that I'm showing you as a team hierarchy or as permission based that you control as a team leader, and you can push all your brand down and own those campaigns down, and those agents can automatically have those adopted to leads. You're in control. So you're basically EXP for your business when you have our team system. The same product to run your team that you would run, you were getting the EXP top level system. You're just getting your hierarchy over here, and your agents now report under that hierarchy.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I love that. My question though was for the automations, for connecting Zapier, for building out campaigns and building out all of this stuff. There's obviously stuff built in. Is there a way though for people like me that I'm not going to sit into a CRM and try to like build out new campaigns? I'm just not that, I'm not that smart. Do you have the back end help for us, our team leaders?
Yeah. So this is just at the top level saying, if you want to go that direction, you can. For those guys, they think, oh, I don't want the cookie cutter stuff. I want to really, I got my own way of doing things. I want to customize everything. Awesome. We have the best system for that. If you're not wanting to do all that and you want it just built, it's ready to go day one, we got that too. If for someone that wants the easy button and learn a couple things, schedule a one-on-one with me as a team. We have a one-on-one that you book with a team, and we have a whole team thing. You no problem. I can give you the quick sheet. It's not a problem.
Awesome.
The answer to your question is all of the above.
Yes.
Hey, Brian. Brian, we got another question. Let's see if I can get this right, Karina. Do you have a hook into API Nation if certain apps do not use Zapier?
Yeah. We're an integrated platform. So everybody here, so Cameron, to your point, and her, we have an open API. So Cameron, if you within your individual agent or within your own personal team on Lofty, let's say that you had a company that had an AI system that you purchased and you liked it, and it needed an open API to kind of work within our system. Guess what? You have a key. You give it to them. You're free. Okay, this is your system. So for that agent that asked that question, absolutely. That's the reason why I'm really emphasizing, Mitch, to your group, why Lofty is the key to CRM of choice. Is that I'm not saying you have to use Lofty. I'm saying you have a Swiss Army knife. You can use what you want, and not all of it has to be us.
Right. Hey, Elizabeth, no, so you get the basic Lofty, which does a lot for your $85 as part of CRM choice. Someone asked, is there pay extra for Lofty? If you want to upgrade to the higher performing sites, then you got to pay a little bit more. But for an agent site, you said $49, right? It's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's not even. I have everybody's doing it because it's so cheap. They're like, I want that custom SEO site. I want all those templates. I'm not paying $3,000 over here for something I can get already built. And plus I got marketing and free. I got leads on demand. We're going to talk about marketing because I want to spend a lot of time there.
Yep.
But ultimately,
just keep in mind that so I get this conversation every day. That's why I want to make sure everybody understands the pricing. You get a great system for free.
Yes.
If you're as an individual agent for 97.37% of you guys, that's perfect. That's all you need. For people like Kim or Karina or Matt or Dave, they might want to go a little different because they're a little more high level and doing a lot more business. Nothing against anybody on the call, obviously.
Absolutely. And Mitch, could I say one more thing? There's a lot of junk out there, guys, that tell you it's like the golf industry. You're going to get this golf equipment and you're going to churn your slice into a straight ball. And I just recently got hooked into this, and I've golfed. I'm a single digit handicap, and I started buying some. Hey, maybe these are real training aids, really work. And no, they don't. At the end of the day, Lofty has what you need. Pretty much every agent needs, but they go out and spend money on stuff because they think it's a good buy. And I've had so many agents go to me and go, "Hey, I heard about this certain company, and they got leads." And I'm like, "Okay, let me show you. How much is it? $1,000 a month. Oh, they're doing automatic Facebook funneling. So let me go here, and I want you to click on this zip code blast. And what this does is it allows you to pick a zip code and automatically make sure that the first week of every month, like everybody, you don't even need Lofty, by the way, guys. This is something that's available to anybody in the world. Anybody, literally, it's Facebook. They can come in here, put their MLS ID in, and it pulls up a carousel ad, just like a certain company that charges a lot of money, builds out your carousel ad automatically for that zip code. In the first week of every month, you're going to start off with 10 to 40 leads in your database without having to do any work at all. It's leads on demand. It's just hyper-local zip code leads. It's a click of a button. It's in Lofty. Those leads come in, automatically kick off all your AI. So why am I spending $1,500 to generate 50 when I could just come in here and it's already built? We're not used to CRMs having actual marketing systems. This is a marketing system first. A CRM is automated. That's the big aha moment. So even if you have another CRM, you can use all these lead gen systems to power your follow-up boss database. Okay? So can we shift to marketing? Because that's, for me, how you make money is building a database. Any questions more about everything that, by the way, everything I'm showing you and talking about, the AI that, helps you write content, a couple, like if I come into here and I say, Mitch, it's really quick. You want unlimited landing pages. You don't want to pay for all these ClickFunnels things that are out there. you have unlimited landing pages that are built, which are basically lead gen funnels. You don't need to worry about creating custom website pages. You create custom landing pages that, you know, I'll give you an example, Cam. I know you're a pretty active guy. Can you unmute yourself? I'm just going to use this as an example.
Absolutely.
Cam, what do you like to do in life? I want you to make money doing something that you love to do.
Ask that one more time. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What do I like doing in life, Brian? Is that what you said?
Yeah, what's your hobby?
Golfing, fishing, boating.
Golfing, fishing. Great. You know, on Facebook, your personal Facebook pages, in what market are you in?
Southwest Florida. I'm in Naples.
Naples. So in Naples, there's thousands and thousands of people like those same things on Facebook. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So why don't you create a charity event for golf? It's not going to cost you anything. Connect to your lender and a title company to help you sponsor it. Join all the Facebook groups and golfing groups in your market, or you can do, I've done fishing groups for charity. I've done the whole thing. And you come in here and you create a custom opt-in landing page, post it to the groups that got RSVP that event. That kicks off a campaign in your system about homeowner value and just personal fishing tips that you can do and content. And now when ChatGPT, someone looks up and says, I'm looking up Cam, guess what comes up? You're all over there because you're the named person in the area. That doesn't take $12,000 in minutes. It takes seconds to do the landing page. So I'm trying to connect the dot. I know Matt has a winery in his backyard if he still has the same house. I don't know if you still have your wine, Matt, but great wine, by the way. But if he did a wine tasting, he could order a wine, dine, and have a good time with Matt in San Diego. Or you can do an agent attraction program. All I'm saying is you can use these landing pages to do lunch and learns match. You can do charity events. You can do anything. This is your get out of no lead funnels that you should be thinking about. This is unlimited. It opens the door for lead gen for everything you do. So understand this is all part of Lofty CRM of choice. There's no extra charge for these things. Okay. Now, overall, in marketing, we have 4 types of marketing all agents should be focused on. 4. There's paid ads on Google, and we've all lived there, and I'm not a fan. But when you come into here, we have your buyer lead gen program, and we have one of, if not the simplest do for yourself. If you want to be like I have PPC, Cameron, guys out there that are, they hire people to do PPC for them. They get Lofty because our ad service program to build it for somebody or an agent wanting to do it themselves is really simple and easy to use. But we also have managed PPC where we manage that typical management fee, but we'll do all your marketing for you as well. And we have programs for both Facebook, MSN. If you want to go like Boomtown or all the other programs out there, this is the same out there, this level setting. Okay, Mitch? But to me, this is a dying source of leads. And I say that with all my heart because you're competing with Zillow and they're driving up cost per click, and the CAC and the cost to do this used to work better. Now there's better ways to do social hyperlocalism that are going to be driving better results. But you also have seller lead gen. So again, same thing, same cool thing. You can do that as well. There are other ways in our system to generate seller leads and homeowner leads as well that are at no cost or free. So these are just paid ads. You also have what we call zip code blast. We just talked about that. That's Lofty Blast. And if those agents that want to do that now, you just go to loftyblast.com and you can get leads today. You don't need Lofty. You don't need a CRM of choice. You don't need a website. You just put your MLS ID in. You go to loftyblast.com. And by the way, if you put your listings in, it pulls up your listings. You click a button, it automatically blasts and sends a seller report on how many leads you got them. Okay? It's automated. You don't need our system. It's universal. It's basically push button leads like an ATM machine. So for all of you, you should do this. It's really cool. Mitch, me and you have been doing blast, Facebook posting for years. You know that this is something that's easy. All we did is make an easy button. I just want to, reason you're choosing Lofty of choice is we have options that are free, options that are little simple, easy things for agents to use. And we have the Glenn Ross of, want to generate 5,000 leads a month and you want to do a whole marketing program with us. Great. It's all available within Lofty as your CRM of choice. So you're using our services too, and you get our services and our value there too. All right, back to cool. That's Listing Blast. If you have listings and you want to market, advertise, social media, obviously, You just click on your listings tab up here, and all your listings that you have available to you pop up here. All the corporate listings are here. Really easy, simple. And if you want to market them, you can just click on create an ad, create a video, create your social media connections. Everything is literally at your fingertips. Create promotional ads, create a text code, create a seller report, create a listing video, create a transaction. It's like literally easy. Cool. Find leads that want this listing and send it out. It's just really simple, really easy, fun. The average agent uses listings. Or your consumers, what they want is they want listings. That's what's going to attract people. So get listings or use other agents' listings, or you can market off market listings if you're allowed, pocket listings, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
Brad, we have a couple more minutes so we can get any questions in. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the time check. So really quick on marketing, and then we'll end on questions. Obviously, you have your buyer, seller, lead gen, advertising, retargeting, huge. So we have a retargeting plan. So obviously, if you want to retarget on Facebook, you can do that. If you have your sphere of influence ads, we do that, Mitch. So all these big, agents like Matt that want to target their sphere and make sure that every time they go on Facebook, that your sphere you're showing up, and you know how to build it out. That's all automated, Matt, if you decide to do that. We also have Social Studio, which is all your social media posting. And this is all included. This is part of it. So you can do social media posts for a little bit of a upgrade. We have what's called AI Marketer, Mitch. That's an AI agent. That's a marketing system that actually does real marketing for you. That's something that agents can find out about once they get their CRM of choice, that we actually built an AI Marketer agent. So it does, like, instead of having a marketing assistant you're paying for, it'll actually do your marketing for you. So it's really cool. But I want you to know you have Social Studio Pro here. You have your CMA tools. Okay. You have your print house. So you have print. That's really cool, Cam. A lot of our other maybe CRMs of choice don't have a print studio for you. And we will integrate with Canva, but we also have our own design center as well. So again, we have all your designs and all your postcards and all the fancy dancy stuff. And if you do have Canva and you want to upload a campaign you have in Canva, guess what? Boop, boop, you're done. Cool. And everybody loves our open house stuff, Mitch. And we have questionnaires that can be customized, which are really cool, and track the results. Everybody loves our open house tool. Okay, cool. And then obviously text codes for your signs and sign writers and all that good stuff. That's Lofty Marketing. Now, I will state two other things, Mitch, that are important for your group. Obviously, finding out what's working, not working. And for you, Cameron, if you have a team, you're tracking all of your performance of your team. You're tracking their dials, their calls, their lead tracking. We have, comparable to Sisu, programming they're in now and releasing. So if you're running a team, we got all the good stuff. If you're an agent, you need to be accountable to yourself. But again, agent accountability, team accountability. This is a team. I want to just cover that. You would see your agent if you're an agent stuff. But I do want to spend a little things on transactions. We have probably the best. It tracks you can track your transactions, what you're doing. You can calculate your commission. And Mitch, we are going to be working with you and your team and other teams on calculating for your downline costs and allowing that type of feature set for how to calculate that. Okay. It's something that's come up. It's something we want to work on, and it's something we're building AI around this. We're never going to be your accounting ledger, but everything else we want to build automatic, and this to be sit on AI.
Cool. All right, we gotta go to questions. We're gonna get
Brian, real quick,
Yeah, Dave.
question.
Or
So,
Yeah.
David Lawson, I'm from Park City and also Salt Lake City. We are a Flex partner. We're getting like 392 leads a month.
exactly.
And as you know, Zillow made us move, and we were at Boomtown. We like Boomtown, but they made us move to Follow Up Boss. Follow Up Boss is definitely better than Boomtown. But when so when I thought this, I go, well, I can't use Lofty because I'm forced into this, right? So now you've really got my attention. So the question is, first of all, I got two questions. We've got 40,000 people in our database, and we don't have a lead problem. We have a lead conversion program.
Yes, correct. And Follow Up Boss has limitations, like you can't mass text and some other things that are limiting that. So we'll talk more about that.
Okay. So in a real quick, So there's some things that you could help us with there.
Yes.
And what else?
So it's a great question that you have. So a couple
Because,
things I'll just say for
as you
everybody here.
know, the 392 leads get dumped into our follow-up boss account, right? We
Yeah.
can't. That's just the way it is, right?
So I have the perfect solution for you because we integrate with Follow Up Boss. So in other words, you can mirror it to, we did that for that specific reason for your use case, David. We did that for your use case. Keep in mind, David, I actually have a bi-directional integration with Zillow. I built that. We built that too. Exactly to compete. Zillow turned it off when they did the deal. Okay. So it is available on the Connect leads. We can do that, Mitch, for anybody, but Zillow for Flex users are requiring you have Follow Up Boss. But any of the limitations we can add to that value, so you can move in your Follow Up Boss to us, and we can also move leads in the Follow Up Boss, David. But if you like our website option, we can build out a really nice custom website that could integrate with Follow Up Boss, or you can leverage pieces in that. Hey, David, it's good to talk to you again. We haven't talked in a while, but how's your son?
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's in the next room. He's now my ISA.
Oh, that's great.
Hey,
So
what I recommend, just because we've got literally a couple more minutes here and we got questions. Brian, one question: how do you book a one-on-one with you?
Mitch, you have my contact direct information. I don't want to just give it out on this call because with me, but I'm all in for your group. I know most of the people in this group. They've been friends with me for many, many years. So you're free to give my contact information direct.
So if you want Brian's contact info, reach out to me directly and I will share his number with you guys.
Yeah. And they can
the other question we
privately
have
with
is,
me.
so this is all great. It's a lot of, I could see some of the eyes and the heads blowing up out there because it's so much information in a really quick period of time. What is the learning curve for the average agent who's going to use this mainly for a website and a basic CRM?
At the end of the day, let's dumb it down to the simplest thing. There's 5 things that every agent needs to think about, and it's very simple. And then there's a formula for success, Mitch, and I'll give you that today. Okay, and this formula. So number 1 is you need to take your domain that you have and make sure you point it to your subdomain. Number 2, you need to import your database into the system so you can automate that your process is that simple. Number 3, you need to change your email on your voicemail on your cell phone. Sorry, missed your call, but go to my website at suchandsuch.com. You need to change your signature line in your email that says, "Hey, send you this email, but if you'd like to know your value, send them to your home evaluation page." Just something simple like that. And the last and most important thing, Mitch, and the only thing that matters, and I can tell you right now, this is life or death. David, there's a struggle between FUB and this, is that we're an integrated IDX system. That means your CRM, your website, your IDX, your property alerts, and listing alerts. 99% of second visits, third visits on leads comes from listing alerts, David, and everybody here. If your leads are not on listing alerts, your CRM is dead man walking.
Yep.
Okay, so make sure all your leads are on listing alerts. Anything else, I don't really care if you do drip campaigns. I don't care if you learn anything in the system. That's it. Okay. And then make sure you have something you're doing to do leads every week. I don't care what it is. A Google, a Blast, a Bloom, a Post, a Facebook, whatever that is, Mitch. That's simple. That's a simple truth.
Yeah, we're going to do, I think in the next, I don't think it's next week, I think it's in a couple of weeks, we're going to do a class on database management. So that's what it's all about. Karina asked, what was number 4? He said there's 4 things.
Number 4 is making sure your signature line, your email, that's personalizing your business into the system and your leads are imported. And then number 5 is make sure your leads are on listing alerts. The last thing is traffic times lead capture times follow-up equals money. So you can have the greatest website. You can have a flyer that goes out. You can have a business card. Cam, if you send me your business card, there's no scanner on it. I can scan a code. I'm going to scream and yell at you. Okay. Because you should be sending an introduction to yourself one-to-one with people. David, you should do the same. If you have flyers in the flyer box that it doesn't say, if you're a nosy neighbor walking your dog, getting this flyer and you'd like to know your home's value or what this home looks like inside, then you're not really marketing. You're hoping someone gets your flyer and does something with it. Maybe you can dig it out of the trash. You have to give somebody a point of sale at every single thing you do. So lead capture, follow-up, everything is that. I've been teaching this forever. Lofty has all those channels in one product. The easy button or not. So you have all the traffic programs, you have all the lead gen tools, and you have all the follow-up tools. That's the bottom line. Not every CRM, Mitch, has IDX integrated. They got to get that third party. So this is the simple button is follow the formula. It doesn't matter. Don't try to learn everything at one time. Just keep it really simple.
And anybody out there, some of you may know, I know my guys up here know this, but I'm known as the godfather of internet lead conversion. Everything we've built over the years is based on the stuff I started 20 years ago. A little more tech involved now, but it's all the same. It's the exact same process, right? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And so anybody wants to hop on a call and they're doing lead gen on their stuff, we can get on that. And I'm glad to get in a call with anybody and walk through your lead system. What are you currently doing? What's your process? But nothing has changed. But I will tell you, after 24 years of doing internet lead stuff, the only thing that there's only 6 words that are really important: follow up, follow up, follow up. I mean, everything else is just a waste of time. Brian, we got to hop, but thank you so much for coming on. That was awesome. A lot of information. Again, text me. I know I've already had a couple people text me, Brian, to reach out to you one-on-one, a couple of our teams. Text me if you have any questions. Good presentation. I've looked at now Bold Trail on this. I have not looked at Close yet.
Close is great too, by the way, but we're going to integrate with them, so you get the best no matter what. So
yeah, but this is I've looked at a million CRMs. I have CRM companies that reach out to me to look at their stuff. I have not seen one as good as this so far.
Hey, Mitch, I'll get one closing thought. Thank you, guys. This is my favorite thing to do. I've been doing this with EXP now for 13 years, and I love it. It's something I really enjoy. I will help everybody on this call as much as I can. I will be at the event. We are going to be doing a special program for the luxury, and we're sponsoring the luxury event. So if you guys are coming to Miami, please come in. We're going to have a lot of options. Mitch, I have one thing for this group that's important over the next 30 days. I'd like to come back. And if I tease this now, is we have a automatic farming and listing operating. So it's exclusive zip codes that do full geo farms. It's called Bloom. It can be available both internal and external, so you don't have to have Lofty to do it. But I want to give your teams the first option to go at those zip codes before we go public after end of September. So I want to be fair to everybody here that if you are interested in learning about this program, I'd like to come back, give you guys a special a special landing page that they can reserve zip codes, either in Lofty, which they can do, find out about it, do a private one-on-one. I've done it with GoGo recently. I want to make sure your group gets the same fairness to be able to lock down zip codes before anybody else. And I think it's just fair for everybody that we're early doing this. Mitch, if you want me to do that again coming up, I have everything ready for you to a private landing page specifically for your group that can look at this. Otherwise, they'll find out, why didn't I get that? And I don't want to put because they may see that in another call that I'm doing.
Yeah. That's definitely another call. We got to hop because it's 1 o'clock on the dot. We got to get out of here.
Do it. Thanks, we want to see that landing page, Brian.
I will.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
We'll see you in a bit,
see you
guys.
soon,
Thanks,
David.
everybody.
Yeah.
See you guys.